regulations.
I'm sure they would. I just wanted to bring it up because that did happen. And the lease, that the other thing, you know.
Yeah.
I mean,
It's township property.
the paving there is.
It's shit, you know.
Township property.
I know it is.
Okay.
But I also recall that the same kids in Barnegat, Little League wouldn't let the same kids, the traveling team, use the field. That's kind of crazy, right?
Thank you.
Sure could use the paving. I think my car almost fell into a pit at some point, going back and forth in those fields, so it definitely needs to be addressed. All right, anyone else?
On that subject?
Yes,
Yeah.
Mr. Rubenstein.
Thank you. Obviously, I couldn't include that in my initial comments, would have been out of order. I have a question. First of all, what is the proposed amount of the loan, Dave?
Grant and or loan, we're
Loan,
hoping for a
loan.
grant.
What are we borrowing?
We don't know yet.
Okay.
Yeah, the amount of the application will be for $950,000.
Okay.
We are hoping to get a grant.
And do we have any prognostication as to what that grant might be?
No.
Okay. Then I reprise something I said earlier. What happened to the commitment made in this room about the Fred Watts recreational complex? What happened to that?
There were multiple parks being constructed at that time. Two of them were county parks. One was proposed Fred Watts, which is on Rose Hill Road. If I recall correctly, I do believe the township went out on referendum for that in 2007, and that referendum was defeated by the voting public. So at that point in time, there was no funding mechanism to construct the Fred Watts Park. With respect to the two county parks, Cloverdale and Lockheed, both of them are under construction. It's my understanding Lockheed is close to completion, and Cloverdale had a little bit of a setback with a fire they had down there a year or two ago, but they are making steady progress. So Freeholder Bartlett, when he was here in 2006, made a commitment. I guess you can label that somewhat better late than never.
Or the field of broken dreams?
I'm more better late than never, okay?
One other thing I want to say, and I'm not here to demonize the school district. I support it. I just question not the percentage of the budget. I question the dollar amount per capita. This school district does not enjoy a unique sovereignty in the state of New Jersey, in the county of Ocean, or in the township of Barnegat. It is common knowledge that a veritable fortune was spent to build fields adjacent to the high school, and there was a very large field behind the Brackman, Horbelt, and Collins schools. I think it's time we realize that the kids that are using that field would be the same kids that would use this field. A field is a field is a field. And before we go doing capital projects, and I'm not saying you didn't do this, I think a balancing test has to be done, and I think it's time we break down those bloody gates. We're one town with one budget. You have a good budget. I think we can get more bang for the dollar, not from you. You're giving us 100 cents on the dollar, but from the 53%. Thanks.
Anyone else for this portion of the open public session? No? Okay, motion to close? Oh, sorry. Oh, I'm sorry. Sorry, sir.
Don't worry.
And you too? Yes?
No.
Oh, okay. I missed a whole segment over here. Just pretend you're not there.
My name is Rich Benzinger, 15 Bucks Drive. I'm the current president of Barnegat Little League, so I just want to speak in support of the application for the Green Acres funds. I invite any of the committee members, any members of the audience to come down. I'd be happy to take you through the complex to show you many of the challenges that we have down there. We're a 100% volunteer organization caring for those fields, both for us and for soccer. You talk about some issues around retention basins. We kind of have a de facto retention basin in the one soccer field that has the lights because it's the lowest point on the complex. The field is always wet. So there are challenges down there. The parking lot is a bit of a mess, as those that have been down there can attest to. When I travel, I have the opportunity to travel around the county to other baseball fields, and our complex is by far the worst. It's unfortunate. We do the best that we can to maintain the fields. We spend quite a bit of our money that we bring in from registration and from fundraising just to do improvements to the fields themselves. In the past year, we spent $12,000 installing a new well, new pump, and fixing our sprinkler systems so that our fields will actually be green and we'll have grass on the field for kids to play on. And I know the soccer group has, the same challenges as we do. So I encourage you to go ahead and, apply for it. Hopefully we get a grant.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for your
My apologies
service.
Again,
Thank you.
for missing you. You definitely don't wanna come up.
No.
Sure, okay. Motion to close for public comment.
Motion closed.
Second?
Second.
Okay. Ordinance 2014-15, second reading.
An ordinance amending and supplementing chapter 55-57 of the Township Code entitled CN Neighborhood Commercial Zone.
Motion to open to public comment.
So moved.
Second?
Second.
Okay, great. Okay, we're open on ordinance 2014-15. Anybody? Okay, motion to close?
Motion closed.
Second?
Second.
Motion to adopt ordinance.
Motion.
Second?
Second.
Roll call.
Committeewoman Taylor?
Yes.
Committeeman Billy?
Yes.
Committeeman Moreno?
No.
Deputy Mayor LaSalla?
Yes.
And Mayor McKay.
Yes. Ordinance 2014-17, second reading.
Ordinance to exceed the municipal budget appropriation limits and to establish a cap bank in accordance with NJSA 48:4-45.14.
Motion to open to public comment.
So moved.
Second?
Second.
We're open to the public on this ordinance. Anyone? All right, motion to close.
Motion closed.
Second?
Second.
Motion to adopt ordinance.
Motion.
Second?
Second.
Roll call.
Committeewoman Taylor?
Yes.
Committeeman Billy?
Yes.
Committeeman Moreno?
Yes.
Deputy Mayor LaSalla?
Yes.
Mayor McKay.
Yes. Ordinance 2014-19, second reading.
An ordinance providing for the refunding of all or a portion of the township's general obligation bonds, Series 2005, heretofore issued to finance capital improvements, appropriating an amount not exceeding $4,200,000, therefore, and authorizing the issuance of not to exceed $4,200,000 general obligation refunding bonds of the Township of Barnegat for financing the cost thereof.
Motion to open to public comment.
So moved.
Second? Okay, we're open to the public on this ordinance, 2014-19? No? Okay, motion closed.
Motion closed.
Second?
Second.
Motion to adopt ordinance.
So moved.
Second?
Second.
Roll call.
Committeewoman Taylor?
Yes.
Committeeman Billy?
Yes.
Committeeman Moreno?
Yes.
Deputy Mayor LaSalla?
Yes.
Mayor McKay.
Yes. New business, ordinance 2014-20, first reading.
An ordinance prohibiting consumption of alcoholic beverages by underage persons on private property.
Motion to introduce ordinance.
So moved.
Second? Okay, roll call.
Committeewoman Taylor?
Yes.
Committeeman Billy?
Yes.
Committeeman Moreno?
Yes.
Deputy Mayor LaSalla?
Yes.
Mayor McKay.
Yes. Ordinance 2014-21, first reading.
An ordinance amending chapter 46B entitled Flood Damage Prevention.
Motion to introduce ordinance.
So moved.
Second.
Great, roll call.
Committeewoman Taylor?
Yes.
Committeeman Billy?
Yes.
Committeeman Moreno?
Yes.
Deputy Mayor LaSalla?
Yes.
Mayor McKay.
Yes. Approval of the minutes for the June 2nd, 2014 regular meeting and June 16, 2014 and July 14, 2014 special meetings. Motion to approve minutes.
So moved.
Second.
Roll call.
Committeewoman Taylor?
Yes on June 2nd and July 14, abstain on June 16.
Committeeman Billy?
Yes.
Committeeman Moreno?
Yes on everything but July 14th.
Deputy Mayor LaSalla?
Yes.
Mayor McKay.
Yes. Formal action agenda, resolution 2014-333.
Resolution authorizing payment of bill list in the amount of $15,919,732.25.
Motion to adopt resolution.
So moved.
Second.
Second.
Roll call.
Committeewoman Taylor?
I have a question. A couple of months ago, or a month or so ago, we had put through a motion that there wasn't going to be any more legal fees from the Dasty Murphy firm without prior approval of the entire committee. And there's numerous ones here, so I sort of need to know.
It's work that the Dasty Law Firm has been doing since 2013. Some of it deals with tax appeals.
No, I took those out, but some, because they do mention
Yes.
tax appeals, but there's one here for over $8,000.
That's water and sewer retainer.
Legal retainer.
Yes, water and sewer retainer, which was approved by this township committee.
It says, okay, that one's water sewer, I see that one, all right. I'm gonna abstain on bill list.
Roll call still?
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry.
Okay. Committeeman Billy?
Yes.
Committeeman Morano?
Abstain?
Deputy Mayor Lasella?
Yes.
Mayor McKay?
Yes, resolution 2014-334.
Resolution determining the form and other details of general obligation refunding bonds and providing for the sale and the delivery of such general obligation refunding bonds to NW Capital Markets, Inc.
Motion to adopt resolution?
So moved.
Second. Roll call?
Committeewoman Taylor?
Yes.
Committeeman Billy?
Yes.
Committeeman Morano?
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Lasella?
Yes.
Mayor McKay?
Yes, resolution 2014-335.
Resolution amending the 2014 municipal budget.
Motion to adopt resolution?
So moved.
Second.
Second.
Roll call?
Committeewoman Taylor?
Yes.
Committeeman Billy?
Yes.
Committeeman Morano?
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Lasella?
Yes.
Mayor McKay?
Yes, resolution 2014-336.
Resolution adopting the 2014 municipal budget.
Motion to adopt resolution?
So moved.
Second.
Second.
Roll call?
Committeewoman Taylor?
I'd like to make my comment now. I'd first like, because I didn't make this before, I would like to thank not only Dave Breeden and Kathy Januski for all the hard work they did on this budget, but I would also like to thank Mayor McCabe and Deputy Mayor Lasella for they are on the Finance Committee, and I am sure they also work extremely hard on it. It is unfortunate, however, that we have a 1.5 cent tax rate increase. Although we did have an unusual amount of snow this year, I feel there are areas that we could have been a little more frugal. On more than one occasion, I asked for a higher increase until we saw what the budget was going to be. I reviewed the bill list and found areas of unneeded spending on outside attorneys, and although it did not make me popular, I voted no on what I felt were unnecessary expenditures. If some of these suggestions were accepted by the majority of this committee, and we tightened our belts a little more, we may have been able to have a lower tax rate increase, and possibly none at all. So for those reasons, I must vote no for this tax rate increase.
Committeeman Billy?
Yes.
Committeeman Morano?
No?
Deputy Mayor Lasella?
Yes, although it's a political situation here, I still have to vote by what's right for the town, and I vote yes.
Mayor McCabe?
Yes. Consent agenda.
The below listed items are considered to be routine by the Township of Barnegat and will be enacted by one motion. There will be no formal discussion of these items. If discussion is desired, this item will be removed from the consent agenda and will be considered separately.
Motion to adopt consent agenda?
So moved.
Second.
Second.
Roll call?
Committeewoman Taylor?
Yes.
Committeeman Billy?
Yes.
Committeeman Morano?
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Lasella?
Yes.
Mayor McCabe?
Yes. Motion to adjourn? Second.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Good night, everyone.